Hey everyone, welcome back to the Super Cup of Joe. I'm Joseph, and today, like the title says, I'm going to be sharing with you guys my experience being in a mental unit last year. It's not a psych ward like you see in the movies and TV shows where I was staying. It wasn't as awful as I thought it was going to be. It's a separate area in the hospital located in my city. In my first video, I talked about it, and I said I would talk more about it in the future. If you're new and you haven't seen that video yet, I'll leave a link in the description box for you. The reason why I want to talk about this stuff now and during this pandemic we got going on is because I see a lot of people stressing, freaking out about the isolation and not knowing what to do. It's tough. Like, I see some people posting, doing some positive things online, and then I'm seeing people like not caring, not letting it bother them, but not in a good way, you know. We're in this together. We got to take care of each other. We got to be more uplifting. Even though these people started this crap, it's still real, and we still got to do our part. And we got to do our part and just get rid of this as soon as possible, man. You got to stay healthy, motivated, and inside away from people, man. Unless you're still working and got to do grocery shopping. But yeah, clean up after yourself before and after you touch something. If you can't help it, you gotta go outside, and obviously just keep your good distance from people. If you're one of those people that are sick all the time, sneezing, coughing, those allergies, stay your ass home, please. Please and thank you. Try not to stay inside, stay busy inside. Don't dive too much into like the cases, the statistics and all that stuff. As much as I don't like what it is today, we have social media, so you can stay connected to friends and family. If it's the gym or your fitness that you're stressing about, there's loads of videos on YouTube on like home workouts without equipment you can do. I know it's not the same as the gym, but for now, it's all we got, so we got to adapt. Me personally, I'm not stressing too much because one, I'm kind of already an introvert. And I've, in a way, kind of already been quarantined. Difference, I was in for something I think is far more dangerous than any virus. We gotta get control of our mental health. I know it's hard, but if we're not careful, it's really going to be the end of the world as we know it. January 3rd, 2019, I tried to kill myself. Obviously I failed because I'm still here. If you see my first video, my Facebook post, you know the whole thing, but I was feeling guilty for something that happened in the past. I was feeling guilty, weird guilt involving people I knew that passed away, not knowing what to do with my life, feeling lost, fear of heaven and hell. Thing I didn't talk about in my first video was money problems. Got a speeding ticket a few years ago. That's ruined my life, and I'm still paying for it to this day. And the last thing, they're gonna see it eventually, but my parents, they didn't do the greatest job setting me up for life. They're not terrible, not bad. It's just they could have done more. You know, they were too busy dealing with their own stuff. You know. When I was admitted, I was half asleep. I was taken straight into a room and I passed out. The next morning when I woke up, I sat there. I was just disappointed in myself. I was embarrassed. I tried to kill myself. I failed again. You know, I just wanted to go home and hug my pets. So when I woke up, all I wanted to do was just behave, be nice, and like bring no tension to myself, so that they would hopefully let me leave. You know, and all I did, I stayed in my room most of that day, but in the middle of it, a psychiatrist came to see me, and I told her I was sorry, I was feeling good, had a bad episode, I wasn't gonna do it again, I just wanted to go home. But I left a very detailed suicidal note, and because of that, she told me I couldn't leave. And I was like, fuck, okay, so first 2 days, besides coming out to eat in their little cafeteria lounge area, I was in my bed most of those nights trying to make the days go faster since I didn't have a phone and couldn't leave. I was low-key also kind of scared of some of the patients because some of them look little sketchy characters. The first day at lunch, when I was waiting for my food, a woman approached me. My close friends know who she is, but she came up to me and she was like, I was like, hey, you're new. I was like, I'm gonna sit with you. I was like, okay. Her name is Joni. She's 89 years old. At the time she was 88, and we were just best buds. Like, she was in there for cutting herself. She also has Alzheimer's, but she was super nice, super fun to be with. I think it was because there's a lot of young people in there, so she liked being around younger people. So yeah, we became friends right away. After we ate, we were playing Jenga and did word searches, and from that day we were just best buds. And I was like her bodyguard slash boyfriend slash like support worker, just taking walks down the hallways and stuff. It's different because obviously I'm used to being around younger people, but that time it was just me. It was this weird combination, like this young black guy and this old white woman, you know. We got 3 meals a day and snacks. Food was meh. They gave us options. Joni would always choose food she knew she wasn't gonna eat, just give it to me. Bed was at 11. I shared a room with this older guy in anger issues. Not with me, he was in there for beating somebody up, so he was snoring, but like obviously I didn't have a problem with it. They gave me earplugs, so I was okay. They had medication for you, whatever you were on before you got in, they had it. And whatever new they were gonna try with you, they also had that too. Nurses were nice with me. Everyone liked me. I didn't, because I was just well behaved. I didn't want to start any trouble, but there were some few patients that were a little rowdy and were getting a little rough. It was 4 to 7 visitation. My mom, my two sisters, and my 2 friends that were with me at the hospital when I first got there came to visit me every day or so. I met Joni's son, who's an older guy, but he also came there every day to visit her. And we all became like good friends. We were having fun every day. It was just a fun time. If I was allowed to have my phone, or my sisters were allowed to bring theirs in, the snap stories would be off the chain, man. We had the big table. We were playing Sorry, Crazy Eights, Jenga, Uno, cracking jokes. My family's so damn fucking loud. We were attracting other people to come to our table. Patients come up to me and they started like being more friendly and open, coming up to me like, oh, Joe, so you're so cool. Your family's beautiful. Some of those people didn't have people to come visit them. So like I'd make them feel welcome to come to sit at our table. I've met so many special individuals, man, struggling in there. If I met them outside, I probably would just see them as crazy people, but like in there, it's a different feeling. Pain, man. The pain, man. This world's failed them. We've all kind of been set up to fail. Not the biblical way. There are evil forces in this world preventing us moving forward. We're just too spoiled and distracted and brainwashed, and it's fucking bullshit. All these different types of disorders and problems patients had in there, and I was just like, what the fuck? Like, really? Like, why? Like, what is this? I know the stuff I know now, I didn't know while I was in there, but stuff I did know prior to going in, there's like basic stuff. I didn't learn any of that stuff in school, you know. I learned it all from movies, TV shows, and seeing stuff with my own eyes. People aren't born crazy. There are things that are allowed in this world that leads us all into madness. You know, drugs, bullying, smoking, gambling, sex trafficking, money. It's all there. It's just you don't want to see it. You know, the perfect example is the Joker movie that recently came out last year. Not a comic book movie. Literally, for me, I felt a good connection because it was calling the world out on this bullshit. You know, like, this is what makes people crazy, but you don't want to admit it. You don't want to say it. You don't want to give up the spoils of life, you know. I'm baffled, man. Like, I learned so much from movies than in school. It's like they don't want you to know certain things. You're in school just to be an employee in debt and work jobs they want you to work that benefits them in the future. And then the other part is just not understanding your mind and how powerful it is. It's another big reason why I was stressed all over these years, man. I never liked to talk because all I wanted to talk about was what was going on in my head. But I was too afraid to sound like I was a crazy person, you know? And then trying to explain it to people when they can't understand it, but you can't even understand. You can't. It's like it was so hard. It was like you try to explain it in a way that they would understand, but still, if you're not like there, you know. So I was tough too. I understand now. It's really something you got to do on your own and when you're ready, but it's not easy because of the setting we're in. I kind of saw that in Joni. One day we were sitting down and she was having a down day. She didn't know when she was getting out, and we were just sitting down I was with my other friend too. Like she was sad all day, and she was like, "Oh, just let me die. Why are you guys keeping me? I don't want to live. Like I've done everything." And at first I was like, well, like how can I argue with you? You're almost 90 years old. You've lived like almost like two full lives than me, and I'm just ready to clock out at 25. The whole week, every time my family comes in or son comes in, we talk about the outside, and she's like, I want to go for walks, I want to do this, I want to buy this, I want to get a house, blah blah blah. I was like, there's so much stuff you just told me you want to do, you know. She's like, oh yeah. I was like, so you know, it's like it's a battle inside, man. You can't let that dark energy take you, you know. And that was like my kind of thing too. It was like, you know what, fuck no. I have so much more I want to do. Well, now it's like I want to know so much more. There's so much I don't know. There's so much I want to do. I want to get out and see my friends. I was in there for so damn long with no phone or anything. It was like damn, I miss my friends. I miss like hanging out and doing stuff. Before I was always like, whenever I make like special events and parties and stuff, I make a big deal, because for birthdays and New Year's, that's your day to celebrate. That's your year of doing something. It's like your time to look back and reflect and stuff. Any other holiday, like Christmas, Valentine's Day, those are glorified treat days. I feel like we need reminders. You set goals and you look back and see what you've done this last year, and look at what you've done, look what you did wrong, look what you can improve, you know. It's like a big school, like learning school, you know. That's the whole thing. They're all connected. My life depends on how you decide to live your life, in a way, kind of. And that's how it is. My friend who was a security guard actually was working there too, and he saw me one day when somebody was getting a little crazy, and had to come like restrain them. But he saw me, and at first I was like, oh fuck man, this guy sees me. I felt this connection kind of thing, you know, like he didn't say anything to me at first, but it was just like, he sees I'm in here, this building, so he must know like there's something wrong with me. But at the same time, I'm alive. He's like, he's glad that I'm alive, and like I look well. And then there was then the next day, it was funny. A friend of mine, she's a nurse now, but at the time she was becoming a nurse. And they were doing like a little tour, and she came in, and I'm sitting at the table, and I look and I see her, and I was like, oh my God, like what's going on? Like, why have I seen all these people? But like, she didn't say anything, she didn't do anything. And then when I finally got out, she messaged me afterwards, and then she talked to me. And it was really comforting, just knowing you understand the situation, you know. Like after that day, I just wanted to get out, do things. I wanted to live every day like it was gonna be my last, while learning and like improving. So last day, everyone was leaving. All my friends were leaving, one by one. I was the last one to go, but it felt weird. When I walked out that building, I was starting to get withdrawals. Like I went home, obviously, I hugged my pets and everything, watched The Dark Knight Rises again. I was feeling motivated, but I was like I needed that getaway, because now I appreciate things more. Like I'm always around my pets all the time now. I'm always playing video games with my brother, my younger brother. I'm always hanging out with my mom now, you know. I'm always home, you know. When I got out, I was messaging all my friends every morning. Good morning, have a good day at work. How's your day going? Good night, blah blah blah. It was annoying, but again, that was me just I was just trying to motivate people, and I was seeing that, and I was giving that same energy back. All right, I'm gonna try to end this real quick because I keep babbling on. Overall, I feel better with everything. The lifestyle changes, living every day as if it's my last, cherishing my friends, blah blah blah. The next big video I'll be talking about my porn addiction I broke, which also kind of like messed up my life, and the reason why I won't date anybody right now. But Joni, she's good. She's in the nursing home right now. My friends that have me on Snapchat, they see that I visit her all the time. She's still struggling, but she's a feisty woman. Her son, he hasn't seen her since the summer. I have lost contact with him. I don't know what his deal is. I know she's a handful. I know they argue a lot, but I don't know why he hasn't like visited her in a while. I don't know. It feels like he kind of left her to die, I guess, or whatever. But I go and visit her all the time. I try to bring a friend with me, or my sister or my mom every once in a while. The place she's in, it's sadly, everyone's like old or sick and that story, you know. So when I bring somebody, one of my friends in or my family members, it makes her feel young, lively, you know, it makes her feel good. Every visit, I try to give her a reason to live the next day, and she has plenty of time left in this place. So do you guys. Use this free time, isolation, to work on yourself, learn new things. If you're stuck at home with your family, use this time to get even closer to them. Parents, use this time to teach your kids things they wouldn't learn in school. Obviously, be careful what you expose them to. Check up on your friends, text or call. Holding on to any type of grudges, beef with your siblings, let that shit go, man. Your life gets a little less stressful when you remove that foolishness off your shoulders. But hey, guys, thank you all for listening to my story. Feel free to share with your friends and family. Check up on your friends and family. Like, hey, we're all going through this. All you gotta do is take care of yourself. So you remove that burden off of somebody else worrying about you, and doing so, that gives them time to worry about themselves and take care of themselves, you know. And it goes on and on and on, you know. Don't live in fear, but don't be stupid either. You gotta listen to what they say. Stay indoors, stay away from people. If you can't help it, just keep a good distance. Skits are on the way. Again, thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll see you guys soon.
The legend will never die.